Now, before we jump into the AI tools, there is something very important everyone needs to understand. Today, most people use general purpose tools like, say, ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini for almost everything. Like, you want to write something, you want to do some research, you want to create a presentation, you want to write coding, or design, or marketing, or brainstorming, or social media, or emails, be it anything, or automation. You just want to keep using the same tool. But honestly, all of these tools are incredibly powerful. But here is an important insight. General purpose LLMs are great at many things, but specialized AI tools are often much better for specific workflows. Think of it like this: a smartphone can take photos, but a professional camera is still better for filmmaking. Similarly, ChatGPT can help you write great content, but tools designed specifically for content generation or video editing or design or music or coding or even automation, they often provide better workflows. They provide specialized features, higher efficiency, and more production ready outputs. And this is where the understanding of the AI ecosystem becomes important because AI is no longer one tool. It is becoming an entire stack of specialized assistants. Let's look at some of the most widely used tool categories. First is content creation tools. These help generate written content quickly. For long form content like articles, blogs, reports, scripts, stories, and essays, the popular tools that include are Jasper, Copy.ai, and WriteSonic. For short form content like, say, social media captions, ad copy, headlines, product descriptions, and email subject lines, people widely use Copy.ai, WriteSonic, and Simplified. Now let's expand beyond writing. Let's look at another major category of AI tools that are transforming industries very rapidly: code generation and conversational AI. This is where things become really interesting because earlier software development required deep technical expertise for almost every step. But today's AI is dramatically accelerating how developers write, debug, and understand code. Let's start with code generators. These are AI tools that are designed to specifically write code, suggest code snippets, autocomplete functions, debug errors, explain the code, and even build applications using natural language instructions. Think about it for a moment. A developer can now simply type, create a login page with dark mode and authentication, and the AI can actually generate large portions of the code automatically. This is massively improving developer productivity. Some of the most widely used tools that for this purpose is GitHub Copilot, one of the most popular AI coding assistants integrated directly into coding environments. Tab9 focused on intelligent code completion and developer productivity. CodeLlama, Meta's coding-focused AI model designed for programming tasks. And today, even tools like Cursor and Replit are actually publishing AI-assisted development even further. Now, here is something important. AI is not only helping experienced developers, it's also enabling non-technical people to build prototypes, websites, automations, and apps much faster than before. This is where the vibe coding and the AI-assisted development comes in. They're becoming very popular. Now let's move to another category: chatbots and conversational AI. This is the category most people are familiar with today. These tools are primarily designed for interaction, conversation, reasoning, writing, brainstorming, and knowledge assistance. The popular tools include ChatGPT for OpenAI, Claude from Anthropic, or Gemini from Google. These tools can actually answer questions, they can generate content, they can summarize information, assist with learning, they can brainstorm ideas, write emails, analyze documents, and also support productivity workflows. And this is why conversational AI became the entry point for mainstream AI adoption globally. Because suddenly people could simply talk to AI naturally. No coding, no technical complexity, just conversation. And that simplicity changed everything. But again, here is the key takeaway. General conversational AI tools are powerful, but specialized tools often perform or outperform them for specific workflows like coding or design or automation, research, or even video creation. So the real future skill is not about knowing that AI exists, it's understanding which AI tool fits which workflows and how to combine these tools together and how to use AI strategically to amplify productivity and creativity. That's where the real competitive advantage will come from. Now let's look into two more AI categories that are becoming extremely useful in daily life and work: summarization tools and translation tools. And honestly, these are some of the biggest time-saving AI applications for students, professionals, researchers, and businesses. Let's start with, say, summarization tools. One of the biggest challenges today is information overload. People are dealing with long reports, research papers, meeting transcripts, emails, articles, PDFs, and endless content every day. And this is where AI summarization tools become incredibly powerful. These tools can take large amounts of information and condense them into short summaries, key insights, bullet points, action items, or simplified explanations. For example, a 50-page report can be summarized in minutes. A long meeting recording can actually become structured notes. A complicated research paper can be simplified into easy language. Popular tools in this space include the Quillbot, widely used for summarization, paraphrasing, and rewriting. ChatGPT, commonly used to summarize documents, articles, transcripts, and PDF conversationally. And today, many AI assistants are integrating summarization directly into emails, meetings, documents, and productivity platforms. Now let's move to translation tools. AI has dramatically improved language translations over the past few years. Earlier, translations often sounded robotic or unnatural, but modern AI translation tools understand the context, the tone, sentence structure, and conversational meaning much more effectively. This allows people and businesses to communicate globally much faster. One of the most respected tools in this space is DeepL, known for its highly natural and accurate translations. Tools like Google Translate have also become extremely advanced using AI-based language models. And now AI can even translate voice conversations in real time, generate subtitles automatically, translate videos, and localize content for global audiences. This is becoming incredibly valuable for international businesses, education, content creation, customer support, and global collaboration. Now, here is the most important thing to understand. AI tools can increasingly solve micro problems. One tool helps summarize, another tool helps you translate, another one with design, one more will help you with code, another helps you automate workflows. And the future professional advantage will come from knowing how to combine these tools together effectively and efficiently, because AI is slowly becoming a layer across almost every digital activity we perform today. Now let's move into one of the fastest growing AI categories today, image and visual content generation. And honestly, this is the category that made many people realize just how powerful generative AI has become. Because now AI is not only generating text, it can create stunning visuals from simple instructions. This is called text to image generation. You simply describe what you want using natural language, often called a prompt, and then the AI generates completely new images. For example, you could type create a futuristic Dubai skyline at sunset with flying cars, and within seconds, AI can generate a very high quality visual that's incredible when you actually think about it. And this is transforming industries like marketing, advertising, design, social media, gaming, film production, fashion, architecture, and content creation. Some of the most popular tools in this space include the Midjourney. It's actually known for its highly artistic and cinematic visuals. Then we have DALL-E, which is integrated into ChatGPT and also widely used for creative image generation. Then we have the Stable Diffusion, which is popular for open source customization and advanced workflows. And then we have the Adobe Firefly, heavily focused on commercial safe creative workflows for designers and enterprises. Now, another powerful category is image to image AI editing tools. Instead of creating images from scratch, these tools can transform existing visuals. For example, changing styles, removing backgrounds, extending images, or changing outfits, modifying lighting, and also adding objects or generating multiple variations instantly. This is becoming massively useful for social media creators, marketers, advertisers, photographers, and creative agencies. Tools like Adobe Firefly and Canva can now include AI-powered editing features directly inside their platforms. And many advanced image editing capabilities are also available with Stable Diffusion workflows. Now, here is something important to understand. AI is not replacing creativity. AI is accelerating creativity. The idea still starts from the human. AI simply helps you visualize, iterate, and execute ideas much faster. And this is why prompt creation is becoming such an important skill. because better prompts often produce dramatically better outputs. Now imagine the impact of this. A single creator now actually produce marketing campaigns, ad visuals, storyboards, social media creatives, product concepts, and cinematic imagery without needing a huge production team. This is a massive shift. And we are just still only in the early stages of AI powered visual creation. Now, let's move into another fascinating area of AI, which is audio content generation. And this space is growing incredibly fast right now because AI can now speak, it can clone voices, it can generate music, create soundtracks, and even produce realistic audio experiences. Now, let's start with text to speech, also called TTS. This is where AI converts written text into naturally sounding speech. And modern AI voices have become so realistic that sometimes people can barely tell whether the voice is actually human or AI generated. This technology is being used heavily in YouTube videos, podcasts, audiobooks, customer support, virtual assistants, education, gaming, and accessibility tools. For example, a creator can now write a script. The AI can generate professional voiceover in minutes, and some of the most widely used tools in this category include 11 Labs, one of the most advanced platforms for realistic AI voice generation and voice cloning. Google Text to Speech is also widely integrated into Android and Google ecosystems, and Amazon Polly, where it's commonly used for scalable enterprise voice applications. Now, another exciting category is AI music generation. This is where AI creates music, melodies, background scores, beats, or ambient soundtracks based on the prompts or creative instructions. For example, you can type something like create an emotional cinematic background score with piano and strings, and AI can actually generate original music automatically. This is becoming extremely useful for content creators or filmmakers, advertising, gaming, podcasting, and social media production. Popular tools in this space includes Iva, where it's focused on AI-assisted music composition, or Amper Music, which is designed for customizable AI-generated music creation, or even Google Magenta, which is an experimental AI music and art research project from Google. Now, here is the real important shift which is happening. AI is lowering the barrier to content creation. Earlier, it used to create voiceovers, background music, or professional audio production, which is required expensive studios, specialists, and equipment. Today, a single creator with AI tools can produce studio-like outputs from a laptop. And this is why the creator economy is evolving so rapidly, because AI is helping individuals create content at scale, and that previously required entire teams. But again, the creativity, the storytelling, the emotion, and the direction still comes from the humans. AI is becoming the accelerator, not the imagination itself. Now let's move into one of the most exciting areas of generative AI today, which is video content generation. And this space is evolving unbelievably fast because earlier, creating high quality videos required cameras, editing teams, animators, motion designers, voice artists, and expensive production setups. But now, AI is dramatically reducing the complexity of video creation. Now let's start with text to video generators. These tools can actually create short video clips directly from text descriptions. For example, you can just type a futuristic city at night with flying cars and cinematic rain, and AI can actually generate a video scene automatically. This is becoming incredibly powerful for advertising, storyboarding, social media content, film, pre-visualization, marketing campaigns, and creative production. One of the leading tools in this space is Runway, which is widely used for AI video generation and editing workflows. Another important platform is Synthesia, which is especially known for AI avatar and presenter-based videos. And now another major category is image to video and animation. This is where AI animates static images to create motion from still visuals. For example, turning a photo into a moving cinematic shot, animating characters, creating kind of parallax movement, or generating short animated sequences automatically. This is becoming very popular among content creators, social media marketers, advertising agencies, and filmmakers. Now let's talk about one of the most commonly or commercially impactful AI categories, which is avatar and presenter video generators. This is where AI creates realistic presenters or digital avatars that can speak scripts naturally. Instead of recording a real person every time, you can generate professional presentation videos automatically. This is becoming heavily used for corporate training, or customer onboarding, education, internal communication, marketing, and multilingual content production. Popular tools in this category include Synthesia, one of the leaders in AI presenter videos, and Hagen, which is also widely used for realistic AI avatars and localization workflows. Now, another important category is video editing and enhancement tools. AI is now helping editors with automatic scene detection, background removal, motion tracking, upscaling low quality footage, subtitle generation, voice cleanup, and editing assistance. This dramatically speeds up video production workflows. And this is why AI is becoming such a massive force in creator economy. Because today, a single creator with AI tools can produce scripts, voiceovers, music, visuals, animation, and videos from just your laptop. What previously needed an entire production team can now often be done by one person supported by AI. And now, of course, the human storytelling, the emotion, the creativity, and direction, that still matters enormously and it still stays with the human. AI is not replacing the creative vision, it's accelerating the execution. And that is why video creation is changing so rapidly right now. Now, let's move into another very futuristic but rapidly growing category of AI, which is 3D model generation. And this is the area that has the massive potential for industries like gaming or film production, architecture, product design, e-commerce, AR and VR, metaverse experiences, and digital twins. Earlier, creating 3D models required highly skilled designers using complex software for hours or even days. But now AI is starting to automate parts of that process. Let's look at first the text to 3D generation. This is where AI generates 3D objects directly from text descriptions. For example, someone could just type, create a futuristic sports car with neon lighting, or generate a medieval castle on the mountain. And the AI can actually begin generating a 3D representation automatically. One of the early breakthrough projects in this space is NVIDIA's DreamFusion, related research, and other generative 3D AI experiments. Now, this technology is still evolving, but the process is happening extremely fast. And over the next few years, this could dramatically change the game asset creation or virtual environments, product prototyping, and digital content production. Now, another important category is image to 3D. This is where the AI is actually converting regular 2D images into 3D models. For example, a single product photo, a human face, or an object image can be transformed into 3D representation. This becomes incredibly useful for e-commerce product previews, virtual try-ons, AR experiences, and gaming and architectural visualization. Imagine that you're uploading a photo of a chair and instantly getting a usable 3D model or for an interior design simulation. And that's the direction AI is moving towards. Now, here is the bigger picture that I want everyone to understand. AI is gradually moving from generating text to images to audio to video and now into 3D worlds and immersive experiences, which means that the future of AI is becoming increasingly spatial, visual, and interactive. And this is why industries like gaming or real estate, architecture, fashion, manufacturing, and entertainment are actually paying extremely close attention to these developments because eventually AI may help create entire virtual environments from just simple prompts. And while we are still early in this journey, the pace of the innovation is accelerating unbelievably fast. Now let's look at another category that's growing very rapidly in this space, which is the presentation and productivity tools. And honestly, this is one of the biggest reasons AI adoption is exploding inside companies today. Because these tools help save time, organize ideas faster, and improve productivity dramatically. Let's start with presentations. Earlier, creating a professional presentation required structuring the slides, designing the layouts, writing content, finding visuals, and formatting everything manually. But now AI can help generate entire presentations within minutes. For example, you can simply type, create a presentation on AI in healthcare for beginners. And AI can generate slide structures, context, visual suggestions, summaries, and layouts automatically. Some of the most widely used tools in this category include Gamma, which is known for its AI powered presentation and document generation with modern layouts. Then we have the Beautiful.ai, which is focused heavily on smart slide design and presentation automation. Now, beyond presentations, AI is also transforming the general productivity workflows. One major platform here is Notion AI. Notion AI helps the users with note taking, summarization, brainstorming, task management, content drafting, meeting notes, and knowledge organization. And then we have the Microsoft Copilot, which is becoming deeply integrated across tools like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, and also Outlook. This means AI can now help professionals write documents, analyze spreadsheets, summarize meetings, create presentations, draft emails, and automate repetitive office tasks that are directly inside their daily workflows. And this is an important shift because AI is no longer becoming a separate application people that open occasionally. It's actually slowly becoming embedded into the tools that people already use every day. Now, here is the bigger takeaway. The future workplace will likely involve humans working alongside AI copilots continuously, almost like having a digital assistant helping you research faster, write faster, design faster, organize faster, and also communicate faster. And this is why productivity AI is becoming one of the strongest drivers of enterprise AI adoption globally. And now let's talk about one of the most powerful areas of AI today, which is automation and workflow AI. Because this is where businesses are seeing massive productivity gains. The easiest way to understand automation is this. Instead of humans manually moving information between apps and repeating the same tasks every day, AI and automation platforms can do it automatically. For example, imagine someone fills a form on your website. Normally, a team member may need to check the form, send an email, update the CRM, notify the sales teams, schedule a meeting, and create a task manually. But now, automation platforms can actually connect all of these tools together and execute the workflow automatically within seconds. This is where the platforms like Zapier and Make, they actually have become extremely popular. These tools allow the users to connect different applications together without heavy coding. For example, Gmail can connect with Slack, Google Sheets can connect with CRM systems, Forms can trigger email sequences automatically. AI tools can generate content and directly publish it onto workflows. And now we're entering the next evolution, AI agents. This is a very important concept. Traditional automation that follows predefined rules, but AI agents can understand the goals. They can make decisions. They can reason through tasks and execute multi-step workflows more intelligently. For example, an AI agent could research information, draft an email, book a meeting, update systems, and follow up automatically. Almost like a digital employee, handling the tasks independently. And this is why many experts believe AI agents will become one of the biggest technology shifts over the next few years. Now, here is the key takeaway. AI is becoming truly powerful when it's connected into workflows because isolated AI usage saves minutes, but workflow automation can save hundreds or even thousands of hours at scale. And this is exactly why businesses globally are investing heavily into AI-powered automation right now. Not just to work faster, but to fundamentally redesign how work gets done. So as we wrap up this section, one thing should become very clear. The AI ecosystem is becoming massive. There are now tools for writing, coding, design, music, video creation, automation, research, presentations, productivity, 3D generation, translation, customer support, and almost every workflow that you can imagine. And honestly, this can feel overwhelming in the beginning. But here is the important thing. You do not need to learn every AI tool. That's practically impossible. Instead, the real skill is learning which tool solves which problem the best. Because every tool has a different strength. Some of them are better for creativity, some are good for research, some are good for coding, some are good for automation, some for enterprise workflows, some for speed, some for quality. And then the AI landscape is evolving so fast that the new tools are appearing almost every week. That's why experimentation becomes extremely important. Try tools, test the workflows, compare outputs, see what fits your personal or business that needs the best. Think of AI tools like apps on your phone. You don't use one app for everything. You choose the best app depending on what you want to get done, right? So AI is becoming exactly the same. And over time, you will naturally build your own AI toolkit, a combination of tools that work best for your workflow, creativity, productivity, or business goals. So don't get obsessed with finding the perfect AI tool. Focus on understanding what problem you're solving and what workflow you're actually improving, and which AI tool will help you do the most effectively. Because ultimately, AI is not about the tools themselves, it's about how intelligently we are using them to amplify human potential.